Zimbabwe is heading to a two-day public holiday filled with celebration in all that controversy. The country's presidential inauguration has been cancelled until the court makes a decision on what the opposition alleges is a rigged vote. Well, our foreign editor Sophie Mokwena spoke to Ndlovu, who's the bureau chief of the Sunday Times in Harare, and she asked him what the constitutional court process actually holds for the country's future. Here's how that conversation went down.
The process is the last and final stop in this long drawn-out political contest. We do know that the results that the Constitutional Court will, or rather the determination that it will come up with, is going to be final. It can't be contested in any way by either of the political parties. So there will be finality, and we expect this in at least in the 14-day period that the Constitutional Court is expected to make a ruling and a judgment on the winner of the presidential election.
The president, no word from the president's side. And we had the MDC saying that they are ready, and ZANU-PF saying they are confident that MDC is going to lose this one. Why is the president perhaps mum?
I suppose because he may not want to involve himself directly, as also part and parcel of this entire court challenge. So what we're hearing really is the lawyers, the legal teams from either side, from the MDC side and from ZANU-PF side as well. Whereas also the MDC has been more vocal in terms of saying that they are confident that they have a very strong case, but the president himself has really taken a back seat, I suppose, just to allow the legal framework to take its course over the next 2 weeks.
Some people are saying perhaps he must give a direction in terms of the country, just to say something while these processes are currently being monitored by international community in particular. Do you share the same view?
I think there's really nothing much that he can say or do at this particular point. I think everything really is within the judiciary system, and the judiciary has to make a call and to make a decision. So there's really very little that he can do or say at this point in time. He may perhaps be saying some things to some of the people that are close within his circles, but to the nation, I think is trying to just continue his business as usual. I mean, tomorrow is going to be a public holiday, and celebration of heroes, and celebration on Tuesday as well, and of the defense forces. So there's really a semblance of just keeping up and doing things as normal as possible until the holiday finishes, and then we have the courts now sitting and making a determination on this issue.
Armed Forces Day on Tuesday, or Defense Day on Tuesday. Do you think he is likely to touch on what transpired the day after the elections in terms of how the army conducted itself?
I don't see that perhaps taking a front row seat at those celebrations. I think what he has already mentioned, I think after the results announcement, I think last week, where he indicated that he's setting up an independent commission to investigate what transpired. I think that's still the same line that will be adopted. I don't foresee a situation where there will be some public reprimanding of the security forces, and in particular on such a platform which is a national celebrated day. But I think definitely he's going to still stick to that approach of saying the independent commission must be set up, and then we wait to see what direction that will unfold.